welcome back to the Forest Hobbies. This is going to be volume 30 of the Space Battleship Yamato. We are now 30 into the 110 issues or volumes to take and build this completely as one ship. So looks like we're going to get the lower part of one of the hulls here. Oh, and maybe some things to add on to cover up our torpedoes out here in the front, which I assume are that's where we had to put the magnets in to hold those in. We can take them out or close them up as we see fit. Yeah, we're going to add on to that, and then looks like we're going to be attaching it to the thing of the ship, and this is what we'll have when we're done with issue 30. And we're talking about this is talking about the medical bay, exam rooms and stuff for when the doctors are in there in the ship, for when anybody gets hurt. Talking about the medical beds, the CT scanner per se, and that. I'm sure you know what a CT scanner is. It's a pretty common thing in that. And this is talking about the escort ships that they have. It's just, you know, the plain Jane escort ships that escort everything around. And then talking about the specs on the escort ship. And this is starting the chapter 3, and this is talking about the second half of the wave cannon, using it, triggering it and stuff. And let's see what we got in our last episode. Well, it looks like we're going to be going back to doing more work in the first bridge, working our way down, adding on to that bridge part, making it a little bit longer and stuff. But we still haven't got anything to take and check any of these stuff, so we're probably getting close, but I'm not sure when we're supposed to be getting into that. But let's get into the parts. Okay, today right here we got volume 30 parts of the Yamato. Let's get them open and see what we've got. Alright, per usual, we have a fiber optic, and we've got our little sticker, our piece to go on the side, and some more of this, and we've got these little pieces here that are going to go into the torpedo tube openings, and we'll add those in later. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take and get this bad boy here again, as usual, and we're going to pull this out here, and we are going to cut this down like that, and we are going to bring this in, and we will figure this out a second here. We're going to do this again, and we're going to do like that. Okay. Alright. They're making this more interesting as we go along. Like, okay, we're going to change this up on you. We're going to do this different. And, thought this one was going to be like the same as the last time. So pull that down through, and then we're going to get this one here on our glass sprue, clear sprue I should say, from the last time. They're asking us to take this one off right here. Maybe they learned their lesson with the first couple, that they couldn't do this with the metal, and so that's why they did it with the plastic part. But this makes more sense of adding it to here and then trying to put the plastic piece on there than trying to hold that in there and mate this plastic piece to it. So we want to get this so this fits to the We want this so that this tab piece right here that's on the side of this, which I can't really, it's hard to show you on the clear pieces, and that slides into that part there, down in, as far as we can go, which is there. And then we're going to take this and we're going to mate this up against here, like so. And we're going to get a short screw we've got here. And we are going to put a little bit of oil on there. 3-in-1 oil is what we've been using. Put that into there. And screw that down tight, like so. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring back our other piece, our blue piece here that we had from the last one, and we are going to orientate this piece here that we've got with the little arrow that points up right here to the arrow that points right here onto this side. And again, we're going to take and put these screws here, and some oil, oops, and some oil, and some oil, holding that there. Oops, wow. Fiber optic has decided it wants to be unruly and knock my screw off. Put that one on there. Another one here. Yeah, we'll dab that into some oil here. Bring it back. And screw that in place there. Now, oops, let's not forget, at least not forget our SL sticker, which I forgot on the last one because it was still kind of statically stuck in the package. And I was like, there's no sticker here, but there was. So we fixed that. So now we put these together like so. That, and we will continue putting these screws in here. Dipping that in oil. There we go. Sometimes holding two pieces together with one hand, trying to do this while you're trying to orientate the screws and stuff, can be kind of a little bit of a pain, depending on what they are. Okay, so we've got that done. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to bring back our ship here, and our ship is still on its stand from the last stage, so we're just going to bring it right over here, and we'll back out the camera just a little bit so you can see, because this is getting to be a good sized chunk of real estate here now. We might not be able to film this completely with that, but we're going to bring this back here, and we're going to be putting this on this side here like so. And she's starting to fan out a little bit as we're going here. So, see, that's the reason why I don't like it on the stand. You seen how that just tipped over? Yes. Let's hold it like this. We want to hold it like that. We will keep that in for posterity. We will not cut away from this we are going to use our long screws here to put this together. So we're going to take this here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to set this down. It's going to make it a hell of a lot easier to work on this. Put this in our oil. Got her loaded up. Bring this up here, and we'll get our screws started here on this side here, and we'll get our second screw here. That was my first mistake on camera. First mistake on camera. I just want you to know that was the first outtake I've ever had on camera right now. Okay, you saw it. You saw it right there. Seen everything fall apart. Just went to flying apart. Woohoo! So there we go. We're gonna get that there, and that there, and that's that part done. Now we're gonna bring it back here. Here. And we're going to put our little, now hopefully these magnets that they put in, we installed magnets in here, should hold these in place. Which looks like, yes, it's going to hold them in place. Which I think you're going to have to take in, if you want to take those out, you're going to have to get something to take and kind of push them out to bring them open. But they're there, so I'm guessing if you char this model, these will fall out easy, but they don't seem to be right now. Seem like they're pretty. Oh, that one moved right there, but there we go. Those there, so you can, I guess, remove them if you want to, or leave them together if you want to, kind of like the first bridge thing. So we're going to put this back on this stand here again, very carefully, as we try, and hopefully this will hold if we put it in the right spots here, and probably as this gets longer, so it'll be easier to hold it. But that's why I said don't use the stand to take in on any build to take and really help try to hold it. It may help when you're got it off camera and stuff, or when you're not working on it, but when you're working on it, yeah. But there it is. That's all there is to do in this build. We are now here to here in that on there. So I guess we're going to have to take and figure out something when we start adding more onto it, because you're not going to be able to see the front end while we're doing the back end. Unless we're doing anchors or something in here. But we had not had to add the top on. And as far as I can see, it's just going to sit on there, and that's how that's going to work. And we will see. But that's it for issue, or I should say volume 30 of 110 in this series for this ship so far. Hope you're enjoying it. I'm really starting to like this thing. The only thing I could maybe fault a little bit is that some of these panels can be kind of a little bit need to be tighter. We've got a lot of fiber optics, and we don't know if any of this stuff works yet. I'm hoping soon that they're going to give us something that we'll take and start working to see if this stuff is actually lighting up or doing anything. But I guess we'll see. And thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Well, if you made it to the end of this video, thanks for watching. And remember, mental note, like and subscribe to be updated to all my content. And thanks for watching. Bye for now. See you later.